I think it's literally called The Future of Education. It's an Instagram account. It's run by this woman. Her name's Mackenzie Price, and she runs a school called Alpha School, which I believe is a charter school in a few states now, and has had these viral Instagram videos blow up by showing how her school, they have 2 hours of classwork, I believe it is, a day, and it's delivered via AI tutors, like these computer programs that are teaching kids at their level. And then they spend the rest of the day on sort of self-directed projects or things like that. Would love to know your take as the education expert, Zach, what you've heard about Alpha School, or kind of will it work to deploy AI like that?
Yeah. Alpha School is like everything I can ask for about what's happening in education. We talk about it, we opine on it, and then we have to just kind of sit here and wait for superintendents and district heads to buy single point solutions in AI every turn of the budget. And then over 3 to 4 years, we can have a narrative. I think what Alpha School brings us is what like any labs team would bring at a company, right? So it's like, hey, you know, the Snap Labs team is going to try out a bunch of new features, and they could deprecate whatever features because they're moving fast and not deploying a bunch of resources, and they have outsized budget to go do this. Then let's see what works, and what works we're going to take, and what doesn't work we're going to deprecate, and we're going to continue to iterate. I think Alpha School is doing that for private schools now, and hopefully for public schools later, which is, you know, tuition is, you know, $40,000 or a super well-funded private school. The parent and student base is self-selecting into a group who wants technology in the classroom. These might seem like just small facts, but like all of these in amalgamation change like the outcome of what, you know, something like a school can do, and removes a bunch of friction to allow you to move fast. So I think what Alpha School is showing us is like, if you try to turn full tilt on AI in education, and you bring it into the classroom, and you're fine overspending on software, you're fine spending a bunch of money testing a bunch of different softwares, you can kind of figure out what's working. I think my takeaway here is this is a great signal for where technology is today, that, you know, if you have the privilege to go test that and figure it out, it will have outsized impact. I think they rank like 99th percentile in a few different assessments. Their students are now like top 1, top 2% of the nation. Like, it is incredible outcomes. But again, this is like the lack of commercialization of a lot of this software. Part of that is like, what does the integration look like? Part of that is just the cost of software. Part of that is like the you know, software literacy at the school level. So I think Alpha School is, you know, net extremely positive signals. I think it's an incredible way to learn. It's leaning into a lot of the old ways that we've talked about learning, which is like self-discovery, self-learning, very limited instruction. And it's working. So, you know, I think public schools are, you know, looking at it. Maybe superintendents are saying, well, you know, I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars of a software budget. But I think that's okay, right? Like we see software gets cheaper. Let, you know, the Alpha Schools of the world test out what's really working, and those companies will really benefit from early partnerships from Alpha School. And to me, it's like paving a way for a lot of companies to see what they're doing. Obviously, from like a very privileged standpoint where Alpha School is.